Hello everyone, welcome back to another Watchin. Today I've got a box opening review first look at a watch from Avi-8. And this one has been sitting here for a while just taunting me. I got this watch at the same time I got that limited edition watch from Avi-8, the Royal British Legion Flyboy Chairman Edition. And I just didn't want to overwhelm you guys with Avi-8 watch upon Avi-8 watch. The funny part about that is my watch of the day actually happens to be the Avi-8 Flyboy Engineer, which I love the color palette on this watch. The dial just looks so sharp and cool. I like the crown design. I like the bracelet. This is a really cool looking piece from Avi-8. Now, enough of my watch of the day. We're going to open this one up. It's, like I said, it's been taunting me. And also, guys, if you're looking to save some money from Spinnaker, Avi-8, or Ballast, I have promo codes and discount codes in the links below. And if you're looking to sign up for WatchGang, the monthly subscription company, I have a link for that as well. And if you're into old cars, guys, obviously I'm a car nerd and toy nerd because I have cars everywhere. But if you're into old cars, check out the other channel, Mileage Unknown. And let's see what we've got here. So it's in their, not their standard case, because we got a two-tone, little bit different style case, which is kind of nice. The that limited edition watch I got from them was also in kind of a little bit different, still standard style for them. I don't know if this is like a canvas or what, but they all come in very similar cases. Let's take a look what we got here. So this is the AV-4089-04. So this one is going to be the Avi-8 Spitfire Lock. So I knew what this one was because I knew what was coming to me, obviously. But this is my first time laying eyes on it. Let's go ahead and pull off. You know what? I'm going to pause for just a second. We're going to pull everything off. Now I've got all the plastics off, even on the case back and the paper that they had covering the buckle, which I like the Avi-8 logo on the buckle there. Take a look at the case back. We've got a Spitfire, obviously. It says we've got a Meca-Quartz movement, so we've got a Japanese Meca-Quartz movement in this one. Look at how cool the pushers look on this watch. They just have a nice, really cool design. It, in some ways, it almost reminds me of like the cover for the exhaust on an aircraft, something similar to that. And you can see almost the panel rivets on the side of the case as well. Very nice look. Got brushed. So this one is a 42 millimeter case. It is 12 millimeters thick, and the lug to lug on this one is 50 millimeters. Now we have a nice leather strap. Avi-8 and Spinnaker have always had really nice straps on them. I bring up Spinnaker because it's like a sister company. And this time the strap actually tapers down from 22 millimeters down to 20, which up until recently I haven't been a huge fan of the taper on the straps, but they tend to be super comfortable when they're tapered. So I've been changing my opinion on that a little bit. And man, overall, I really like the look of this one. I like the hints of orange. Obviously, the dial itself has a very instrument panel look and feel to it, which is cool. I like the date window down there at 6 o'clock. Man, I actually like this one a lot more than I had thought I was going to, judging from just the pictures. You never really know until you get one in your hands what you're going to think of it. Now this one does have a standard mineral lens with some anti-reflective coating. It's funny because somebody else brought up how much everything looks reflective in my videos, even with anti-reflective coating. It's hard not to get a glare when the lights are, you know, a foot away from it or 2 feet away from it. You're going to get some glare, but overall, I really like that. And something I've always kind of liked on the AV-8s is they tend to have just a little bit of dome on their crystals, which adds even more depth to the dial when you're looking at it. Very cool. I'm going to pull off my other AV-8 right now so we can kind of throw this one on my wrist and get an idea on what this one looks like on my roughly 7-inch wrist. With the Spitfire on wrist, you can see that that 42 millimeter case size is actually a really nice size for my roughly 7-inch wrist. And the 50 millimeter lug to lug is nice as well. It doesn't have a huge overhang on my wrist. I actually don't think my wrists are very thick. They're a little bit wider. So sometimes with a little bit longer lug to lug, it looks okay on my wrist, even in a little bit larger size watch. Anymore, I've tended to be in the 39 millimeter to about 42 millimeter for my watches. And if I'm going up to 45 millimeter, I'm really pushing it because they do tend to start to look a little goofy. We're going to go dark really quick and take a look at the lume on this one. Now that we're in the dark, you can see how good the lume actually is glowing away already. And that's just from my lighting here where I record. I'm going to hit it with a black light just to see if we can even get it to charge up a little bit brighter. Bam, that looks good. That has really solid lume. It seems like all of my AV-8s and Spinnakers all tend to have really good lume on them. I believe this is a Swiss Superluminova or something, but it seems like the Spinnaker and AV-8s always have solid lume. Back in the light for the final view of AV-8's Spitfire Lock. Now this one I hadn't mentioned can be found on their website. Currently I believe it's for $260 and it's a great looking piece at that price in my opinion. Now I didn't bring up that the name lock for this version of the Spitfire comes from Eric Sawn Off Lock. He was a World War II hero. He was the highest scoring British-born RAF pilot in the Battle of Britain. And so that's one thing I like that AV-8 does. They'll come up with a version of the watch like the Spitfire, or earlier you saw my AV-8 the Flyboy. There's different variations of that watch and they try and pay tribute to a pilot or a battle or something different in each variation of the watch. And this version of the Spitfire, the lock, is so cool looking in my opinion. I really like this one. Let me know what you guys think of this one in the comments below. As always, guys, thanks for watching.